Oh. Nobody's going to see you in your pajamas?
No, let's look at my hair.
Oh, your hair. Of course, you're worried about your hair.
Pajamas.
Dar's more worried about people seeing her without her hair done than seeing her with her pajamas on. And the volume off. What's going on, Vader? Rat ran up the clock. Yep. I'm actually way out of my time zone here, boys and girls. I'm out at my brother's place in Alberta. Hanging out up here. It's Glenn's 50th. His 50th birthday, so we decided to
Inches.
Yeah. We decided to surprise him. We popped out here. He didn't know. We showed up yesterday. So for his 50th birthday party, or not party, but 50th birthday, we just showed up. Hey, Denny, how are you? So you guys will have to excuse me while I, well, it's, what is it? 11:45, so it's 9:45 our time. So we're just having coffee, and I thought I'd just throw this up because I'm not at home. I'm not on the road. The truck was in getting fixed, so they took care of the fuel line problem. They think they figured it out, so I'll find out when I get back on Sunday, and we'll check that out. What's going on, Chaos? Robin, I'm an hour behind you, buddy. I'm over in Alberta here. What's going on, Don? I'm just killing time. I got nothing going on. James Best in the house. I just thought I'd throw some updates about my truck. They pulled all the fuel lines off it, everything. Blew all the lines. There was no collapsed lines. There was no other bullshit they could find, so they pulled every fuel line off. There might have been something in the Y. I don't know what the hell you call that thing. So we just no, Don, the truck's not broken. It's I was just having problems with the tanks not equalizing properly, and it was killing me because I was driving around on one tank that was just I couldn't function with one tank. So anyway, they got it figured out. They pulled all the lines, blew all the lines. They suspected that there was something at the bottom of the one tank, and it was blocking the pickup. So we kind of took care of all that. I will find out once I get back. I'll be back Sunday night. We're flying back home Sunday night, and then what? I'm back to work. What, Monday? Monday morning. I've already got my load. I'm going out to Elyria. So, well, sorry, I'm all cramped up here. I don't know what it is. Hey, Dottie, how are you, baby? So I really got Brett. There's my boy Brett. Shorts is here. I really got nothing. I just thought I'd throw this up. I was and I do have a question for you guys. I do need somebody that makes princess crowns or tiaras. I need somebody to make one. We need to make one for Cordova. One needs himself a nice little tiara. I was on his live this morning, and he was talking about he's the king of drama, and I said, well, no, James is the king of that. He's got that market cornered, but we can call Cordova's going to be the princess, and we maybe promoted him to a prince. Don, I'm hoping so. I doubt anything made it through to the injectors. It would have anything that got sucked up or any kind of sediment that got sucked up that would have blocked the fuel line. Probably wouldn't have made it to the injectors. Hopefully the filters would have got it. Curtis will look good with one. Yeah, order two. We're gonna put a tiara on Curtis and stick him on the lawnmower. Dude, I actually had to take that lawnmower in after he bounced around on it. I had to take it and get it fixed. What's going on, TJ? TJ's here. Ringo's here. Man, you guys must be bored. Nothing going on. Here's Iron Stag. James, you're pretty on it today. So I'm just gonna throw the link. If anybody's got anything interesting that they want to fucking throw out, throw it in here. Britt, hope you're well, buddy. Hope you are well. There's the man. There's Cordova. Look at. Oh, and just so I figured out Zello. I actually had to go back in, get rid of everything, and then do go to your email. Fuck, I'm such a retard when it comes to this shit. I really am. So I had to actually have Dar and I were laying in bed and we figured it out. So just so you know, Cordova, I was laying in bed with my wife talking to you guys. Mikey Campbell's here. What's going on, boy? Glad to hear that, Mark. I'm glad to hear that. I'm like I said, I'm out here in Alberta at my brother's place, but I get back to work here on Monday morning. I'll give you a call, see how you're doing. I'm telling you. Look at all this. You guys are just. I don't have the regular setup. I'm just doing this on the iPad again. So we're trying to watch comments and watch you guys and talk to you guys. And I could probably just go bugger off for half an hour and come back. You guys can just carry on. So we're going to finish. We're going to just mess around here for a bit. I'm not going long. This ain't going to be no 5-6 hour deal here. From here, we're going up to Sylvan Lake. Any of you guys that know Alberta, or if you've been up here at all, right between Calgary and Edmonton is Red Deer, pretty much dead center. And then if you go west from Red Deer, not very far, you come into Sylvan Lake. And it's one of the most beautiful little towns, little places you've ever been to. And Dar's brother and his wife and family just moved out there about a month ago. So we're going to head out of here probably in about an hour or so and head up there. We're going to go spend the day up at Sylvan Lake and hang out up there. But it's nice because I don't know, a lot of you guys know that every time I come out here that, that Glenn, my brother Glenn, he works at the dealership, Chrysler dealership. He's the general service manager there. So every time I roll into town, he hands me the keys to, like I said, the last time I was here, I ended up with a Charger Hellcat. Time before that, I ended up with a Challenger Hellcat. And time before that, I ended up with a TRX. He just brings them home and lets me have them for the week or weekend or whatever long I'm here. So I ended up with the TRX. That's the pickup truck, Hellcat with the Hellcat platform. So not to disappoint, we showed up at his work yesterday and surprised him because he didn't know I was coming. And walked in the door, did the, oh, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Love you, blah, blah, blah. First words out of my mouth. What have you got for me to drive? And he didn't disappoint. So he handed me, what is that? Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Jesus Christ, what a beast. What a beast. 500 horse, all-wheel drive. Just a freaking monster of a car. Absolute monster of a car. So that's what Dar and I are going to be tooling around in today. We get to go play with that. It'll be nice. We get out on the Trans-Canada and be able to open that up a bit. Get out there between once we get north of Calgary. Once we get probably out into Airdrie, the highway opens up and it's just long and flat, and you can play with your car. If you've got a nice car, this is the province to do it in, because the highways are just long, flat, and they go forever, and they're smooth for the most part. And it's gorgeous. And actually, Don, no, it's not the Trackhawk because this is a 2020. It's not a brand new one. It's a 2020. I think the Trackhawks were 22s. So yeah, it's pretty hip little car. They're shorter. He drives a Grand Cherokee himself, but he's got the family version of whatever you want to call that, and it's still got the Hemi in it. Don't get me wrong; it's not a bad thing, but compared to that SRT, and I took a whole bunch of pictures and everything of it yesterday. if you guys want to buy this thing, Canadian funds, with taxes, all free, all the shit and everything. This is how crazy these are. Out the door, 85 grand, 85,000 bucks for a 2020. Now, mind you, it's got 34,000 kilometers on it. So what's that in miles? About what, 22,000 miles. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, you're right, Ringo. But here's the thing. Everybody else is making electric garbage. Mopar is putting superchargers on everything. Guess what they're doing? Okay. As of 2024, you can no longer buy a Hellcat. You can't buy them. They're all Hellcats, Chargers, Challengers, the SRTs, all going electric. You won't be able to buy a fucking big 6.4 with the blower. They're not making them anymore. Chrysler stopped. The 2024 platform, I think he said is either the last year is the 24 or the 23 is going to be the last year. And in 24, they're going to start making them. That's a shame. That's a shame. So anybody out there, like I know I know that Just Trucking's got a Hellcat. Baby that thing, because the price on it is going to double and triple by 2024. Anybody that's got one between, like a Hellcat between 2016 and up till like current, if you've got one, hang on to it, because the price on it is going to go absolutely through the roof once they stop making them. Yeah, that's what I said, Ringo. I said, like, oh man, like I almost start, because I want one, right? And Dar and I's plan is for me to get one, but I've been trying to do it the old-fashioned way. I don't want to walk in and finance a $90,000 car, right? So I'm saving, doing the money, trying to put the money aside so that I can walk in, sort of like I do with my big trucks. So I can walk in and, put a big down payment on it and then just finance, a piddly ass little payment. But now I've like fucking 2024. That's just around the corner, for Christ's sake. I'm gonna have to start saving faster, for crying out loud. Yeah, the Trackhawk is 700. Well, the Trackhawk is the Hellcat with the SUV body, right? The Grand Cherokee or the Cherokee body on it. They've done. I think they've done the Hellcat platform with just about everything. I think they've got it with the Durango. I know the Durango's got the SRT package, so it's 500 horse. Yeah, that Trackhawk is an absolute beast. But so are all the Hellcats. Like I thought I liked the Challenger Hellcat. Like I like the body, the stance, and the way they're set up. But for some reason, the Charger is a whole lot more comfortable to drive. They're a more comfortable car. Yeah, it's got 4 doors. All right, but I got no problem with that. 710 horse if you get them brand new. The good thing about the SRT platform, like the one I've got here that Glenn gave, basically it's a Hellcat engine, right? It's got the Hellcat everything. All you have to do is put the blower on it. You can add a couple things to it, and you can make a Hellcat out of it. If you want to go buy a Hellcat, you can pay 90, 100,000 bucks, or you can buy an SRT, and for another 10 grand, 10, 12 grand, you can add the pieces and make yourself. Yeah, go truck yourself. Damn right. 100,000 for a Jeep. No, thanks. Don, that TRX is an absolute beast. I had that for 5 days, and it is an absolute animal. Absolute animal. You can do just about anything with that thing. But the MSRP on those were 100 and, well, from Glenn's dealership here, they were selling them for like 114,000, and all the wholesalers were coming in, buying them up, sitting on them for 5 weeks, and then turning around and they were getting 165, 170, 180, and that's what they were getting for these TRX trucks, man. You believe that, eh? That's incredible. Those TR, and now to get a TRX, you want a TRX now? You're waiting anywhere from 9 months to a year. 9 months to a year to get one. Oh, it's a hog on gas. All of these are. All of these are, because even for example, this SRT that Dar and I are gonna be tooling around today. This thing has got all-wheel drive, right? So you got 500 horse and all-wheel drive, and it only runs on premium. Dude, it costs $9 just to start the fucking thing. You know, just turn the key and start the engine costs you $9 in gas. So it's not cheap. If you're gonna have toys like this, you better be able to afford it. Like they're not just, you know, something you're gonna go get. And like the for example, a Charger, that's not an everyday, a Hellcat Charger, it's not an everyday driver. You're not driving that every day. Well, at least I wouldn't be driving it every day. This SRT Grand Cherokee, you wouldn't be driving this every day. Well, you'd have to put it in the winter. Yeah, it's all-wheel drive, but it's not a winter. It's not a winter SUV. You're not up here in Canada. You're not bombing through fucking backwoods country snow with that. So, well, here comes Curtis with the facts. See, Curtis is probably sitting at home right now, or he's sitting at work with the Googleatron working 200. Problem with building a 392 or 6.4 Hemi is they can only handle 700 air, and that's pushing it. Hellcats have 6.2. Okay, Curtis, if you say so. It's almost as fast as a Tesla, which is crazy considering. No, actually, the Tesla, I don't know the model number, but I know there's one of the Teslas that's got the dual motors. It'll outsqueal a fucking Hellcat all day long. You run a Tesla up the quarter mile versus the Hellcat in the quarter mile, and it'll leave the Hellcat standing there. I've watched race after race after race of these guys doing this with these Teslas. They're phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. My father-in-law has a Power Wagon, trying to talk him into putting a supercharger on it. That's probably the easiest way to do it, least expensive one. You can go buy a brand new one if you want, but then you're into big bucks. Yeah, James, exactly. Mr. Google himself. And on top of that, he's at work. So he's sitting there at the Flying J Googling away. Well, he gets away with it. I don't know. Don, you've seen him race in the area, and it was close. Well, I know that the standard Tesla, if it's racing, it might have a better chance. But there's the one high end. What's the high end? Sorry, again, I don't know. We need Nevada in here. He knows his Teslas, but there's the high end Tesla that's got the dual motors, and it's those things there. When they launch, they just literally just bury the Hellcats. There's nothing that can touch those things in a quarter mile, unless you've got a rocket. Yeah, Portuguese, you're right. They're super expensive. Ronald, I just briefly said they took it in and they took it all apart. They took all the sorry, I got something in my eye here. They took all the fuel lines off of it, everything to do with the fuel lines. Or the fueling system, from the filter all the way to the filters, from everything, took everything off, blew everything out. None of the lines were collapsed. All of the lines were holding pressure. They couldn't find a problem with the lines themselves. So they went into the tanks. They went into the tanks themselves. And unfortunately, I had like 3/4 a tank of fuel in there. So what they've done is what we're going to do is we're going to take it back when the tanks are empty. They're going to pull the tanks off. They are the only thing. They've eliminated everything. Okay, Ron, they've eliminated everything it could possibly be. So the only thing that could possibly be right now is that there was something in the tank and it was getting sucked up the pickup. And that was the problem. And that's where they're, because now they've got everything cleaned out. They got everything done. They've got everything put back together. It's not doing it. Tanks, they took it for an hour drive up the highway. They've idled it for 2 hours, sitting there idling it for 2 hours to see if they'd unbalance themselves. Nope. Everything's working fine. Everything's good. So now it's just a matter of, okay, let's drive it and see what happens. Like I said, once I get those tanks down to below a quarter tank, I don't like to get down that low, but for this, we're going to have to. We're going to get the tanks down to about 1/8 of a tank of fuel in there. I'm going to take it back, and we're going to let them take the tanks off, clean the tanks out in case there's any sediment or anything in there that's getting sucked up and pulled into the tank. So that's all we've got right now. But for now, Ron, it is working. What's going on, Nevada? Nevada's in the house. Nevada, what's the name of the high end top end Tesla? I don't know if it's the one you've got, but they all got different model numbers. I don't know the name of it. Don, they didn't pull anything out of the tank. That's the thing. They didn't. They went in, but again, it had 3/4 tanks of fuel, so it was awful. It was awful hard for them. Model S plaid. I don't know. Thanks. They couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure it out. There's nothing in the tank that they could physically see, so they want to drain the tanks out completely empty, and take another swing at that. Right, clean the tanks out. So.
Let me double check on the address on that other one. 19 to 4.
Unfortunately, it's not my house, so I can't vape in the house. I can't smoke a cigar, but what I can do is go out to the garage. Oh. So we got a good day in Alberta, at least. We got like 20, 21 degrees out here today. So I got nothing to complain about. Absolutely nothing to complain about. Yeah, there you go. Go truck yourselves right. High 8s in a 1/4 mile, that Model S. Hellcats are high 10s in the 1/4. Big difference. You're damn right that's a big difference. That's not just a little walk in the park. You know, that 2 seconds, that's about that's about 4.5 car lengths. Well, we did. Yeah, James. Yeah. I could take Dar right now and go back downstairs. Well, we already did, but we can go do it again, but I can't vape in it. I can smoke in it, but I can have sex in it, but I can't fucking vape in it. What's the world coming to, eh? What's the world coming to when I can't have sex or I can't vape in my own brother's house? Oh, just so you all know, everybody that has ordered shirts, they are on their way. They've already been shipped. So stand by your fucking mailboxes. They're on their way. Still sucks to see your truck in the shop instead of rolling. Well, I was coming out here, right, Don? So if the truck was going to be parked in my driveway, I'd rather it be, let's get it fixed while I'm out here doing this, so I'm not losing any time off work, right? The truck is ready to go. I heard back from the shop. They said you're good to go. Pick it up. I can pick it up Sunday night or Monday morning, and go to work with it. So I don't have any downtime because I was taking the time off anyway. And that's kind of the way I like to do things, right? Whenever I like for holidays, like when I take off between Christmas and New Year's, and then I take some time. So whenever I take time off, those are the times I want to put my truck in the shop. That way I don't have any downtime. I'm not losing any work hours because I'm off anyway. So I might as well get it fixed. Let's see the shirt. That's the new one. That's obviously black and white. Then we've got the white. We've got the reversed. I wore that one a couple nights ago. We got the white and the black. And then I think, Dar, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we've got red, pink, blue, gray, black, white. We'll get Cordova one. You want a pink one? I'll give you fucking one. I'll give you fucking 20% off. I'll give you 30% off if you buy a pink one and wear it on your fucking show. And you got to wear it the whole fight. You got to wear it while you're driving. I'll give you 30% off a pink one. But you got to wear it, bro.
TBT, what's going on? Hey, brother, TBT, guys, I don't know how many of you know this, but his channel went active last week. TBT's channel, TBT USA. Him and his wife, they did a premiere last week. Their channel went active. Dar's, or anyway, I know Dar's in the house. I don't know what she's doing. She might be doing her hair, but anyway in hell, Dar, we can throw TBT's link up here. Fucking loved it. It's great. It was finally great to see you, right? Because we've talked 100 times, like in the chats and everything, and it was really, really good to be able to put a face to the name. You and your lovely wife driving, so super cool, bro. Really happy for you. We've both, Dar and I, subbed to your channel, and we'll see what we can do about getting your name out there, and let's get your channel going as well. Let's get all these little channels. Let's get them all rocking. You know, Shannon Thomas, Cordova, TBT, Millie, 18 Willie Millie. Let's get his going. Let's blow these channels up because they're all good trucking channels, you know. And it's good for the community, the YouTube community, the trucking community. There, Dar's got where is it? There it is there. Dar just threw up the link for TBTs. If you can check it out. Yeah. You got to let that go, Kyle. Another team out here just slaving our wives. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, no kidding, eh, Ringo? Oh my. You got to let that go, bro. Nevada, let it go. That's funny as shit, though. Oh, fuck me. That's good. That is good. No, he couldn't, Dar. He couldn't. So, what I do? I fucking take it down here. I just want to leave it up there for another second, just so there it is. There, it's not pinned at the top, but it's in the comment there. That's for TBT. Go check him out. You know what? He does a lot of talking. He's been a huge supporter of my channel. You know, he's got merchandise. He's a member. Fuck, man. Let's get him going, you guys. And he's trucker. He's a truck driver, as you guys know. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle. It was funny. Good for you. Hey, Tolga, how the hell are you, brother? I was hoping to come out to blue skies. It's warm, but it's overcast. There's some shit going on. Yeah, James, you're right. TBT and Mrs. TBT. I like how she's got hers, eh? Just like Danny's got Mrs. Nevada, TBT, and Mrs. TB. There she is. There she is. Atta girl. You guys are awesome. TBT, Mrs. TBT, you guys are awesome, man. Love you guys. Now, start throwing up the material. Start throwing up the material. Get your content together. Learn, adapt, improvise, do what you got to do, but get your content going. Hey, Juan, no problem, brother. Jay, for you, anything. You know that, bro. I might well put one. I haven't done anything yet, but we'll draw some hate. Nothing wrong with drawing a little hate, bro. If you've got big shoulders and you want to take some heat because it takes the heat off the guys that can't take it right now. So there's guys out there that are trying to do stuff that just don't have, you know, have it, you know, they're not able to take the weight or take the heat. You want to take some heat? Hey, fuck, everybody go after old school, new school. There's your target, boys. Go get them. Leave the rest of them alone. I'm just fucking with you, old school. Dottie, I see you trying to come in here, but it won't let me come in. It won't let me bring you in here. It shows that you're here, but when I click on you, it's telling me to either throw you out. Go back out and try to come back in if you can. Yeah, there you go. Go truck yourself's going to start some shit right here with old school. There we go, boys. Old school, go fuck you. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. A tombstone every mile. That's an old saying, Gary. I don't know how old Gary Smith. I don't know. Actually, you know, I don't know if I've seen you around. I don't know if you have a channel. But anybody know what that means? A tombstone every mile? That's an old time saying. That's an old, you don't hear many guys say that or spit that out. So I'm going to assume, Gary, you're over the age of fucking 50. And if you're not, your dad or somebody or grandpa must have been a driver and he must have uttered it. One's looking for some new drama. Once he's got that fucking tiara on, boys and girls, he's going to be looking for new drama. Street Bob 2006, heading north on 75, Beaver Dam, Ohio. Heading north on 75, Beaver Dam. Where are you going? You're going into, hopefully you're not going into Detroit. Hopefully you're not going into Detroit. Street Bob, yeah, it's a song, but if you go back in the trucking industry, fucking 35, 40 years, like that's a terminology that guys used to say. Nevada's absolutely right. It's never new. Cordova, same thing, just different players. You got it. You got it. Gary, you just watch, eh? Can't find the link. Hold on there. Hold on, Dottie. Try that. I saw you at home. That video, Edgewood, I saw you at home. You were trying not to burn your hands on the spoon. You cook like I do. you just walk around burning shit and burning yourself and everything else under the sun. Oh, there she is. We got her.
Hi,
Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys? I'm moving my truck
Oh, you're
to a
obviously.
better place where I got some lighting and better place. It's kind of loud where I was. I'm in my pickup, so bear with me for a second. Hey, I want you to check something. Check your email. Have Doc
Check my
check your
email.
for you.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
I just sent you a cool design. You might like it. How are you doing there, buddy?
Oh, I got it. Okay, Dottie's page, cartoon illustrations.
Yep. Did it go through? Did the design go through? It's a cartoon I sent you.
Yeah, I'm looking. What do you? Is that me?
Yeah.
Is that me?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a T-shirt out of
That's
it.
all right. You draw that?
Let me park here in the shade here.
Right
I'm at
on.
my mother's. I'm just parking my truck because
That's what
I'm in my
Dottie
truck.
thinks I look like, guys.
Uh,
I don't know. I think the cartoon is more handsome than I am personally.
well, I was gonna put a chrome beard on you, but the nubs came out pretty cool, so I just went with that one. Yeah, you
No, it
might
looks
want if
good,
you
man. I
can.
like it. I like it a lot.
If you can have Dar pop it up on the screen, you know.
I'm not technologically savvy enough to do that. Dar would have to do that.
Yeah.
Asking me to pop something up on the screen is like asking a monkey to do a math problem, Dottie. I don't do shit like that. Darlene takes care of all the heavy lifting and doing all that kind of shit. So
Yeah, you said you hate socks, so I hate socks.
oh, I hate so I know. And I'm wearing them right now, but it's only because I'm out in the garage.
So how are you guys doing? How's Dar doing? How's
We're doing all right. We're out in I'm out in Calgary. I'm out in my brother's place. We surprised him for his 50th birthday. He didn't know we
Wow.
were coming, so we just jumped on a plane.
popped out here and showed up at his work yesterday. I showed up at the dealership yesterday and just walked in and did the I'm here. So
Yeah.
it's actually, we're going to do the birthday and everything tomorrow.
Wow.
And being Saturday tomorrow, so we're going to go out and do the birthday. And I don't think it'll be a hard pull, but I think I could probably talk him into the casino for a couple of hours, and then I'll see what we got going on tomorrow. But today, Dara and I are just relaxing at the house here. Glenn's had to go to work. Glenn's girlfriend Cheryl, she's doing her work. She works from home here, so she's in the house working. So we're just killing time because we're gonna go up to Sylvan Lake, up to my brother-in-law's place. He lives up there, so we're gonna go up there for the day and hang out.
Yeah,
So,
I heard
yeah.
you talking about the Hellcat a little while ago.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get a Hellcat this time. He kind of dropped the ball, but like I said, he didn't know I was coming. So, but he did hand me the keys to or handed me the fob. It's not even a key, but he handed me the keys to a Grand Cherokee SRT.
Uh-huh.
Jesus, what a fun! That thing is fun.
Well,
It's more fun than I should be allowed to have on four wheels. It really is.
well, see, the Dodge Challenger has always been my favorite car ever since I was a little kid. My dad
Right.
used to take me to the theaters. Just put everybody aside. He would take me. I'm the youngest of the family, and he took me to go see Vanishing Point. That movie stuck with me to this day. I love that car.
Yeah.
And I've never owned a Challenger. I've owned a Dodge, but I'm basically a Chevy person. I'm in my Silverado right.
Chevy. Sorry, Dottie, you're breaking up here, Dottie. Chevy dealer, Chevy girl.
Yep.
No.
You're a
No.
Ford guy, I know.
No, sorry, I'm a Dodge guy all the way. I've
Oh,
always been a
Dodge,
Dodge
okay.
man. I've always been a Dodge at all times. Everything's Dodge.
Yeah,
I don't
Dodge
own one,
Dodge.
but I've always been one.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm here at my ranch. I was supposed to be taking off today, but my back went out. So I'm just hurting too much to get on the road right now.
Yeah.
And I got to finish up some paperwork. And, I didn't want to take the weekend off, but I guess.
Well, you were out for 6 weeks. How long do you plan on staying home? Like, how long have you been home now?
I got here Tuesday. So I'll be here till Monday morning.
Okay, so you're gonna get a good break in then.
Yeah, I needed the good break and everything.
Yeah.
So,
6 weeks to some guys isn't long, but I didn't usually go out 6 weeks. The longest I used to go would be 4 to 5 weeks. But then you can't just come home and take, 2 or 3 days off. I'd need at least 5 or 6 days,
yeah,
just to get my batteries recharged, get my head right.
because it takes you a day to rest.
Well, yeah, the first day, even now, if you go out for 2 weeks, you come home, the first day you're home, you're still in a haze, right? Like I have to integrate myself back into the family, right? It's not their job to integrate to me because I'm home. It's my job to integrate into the family. And so, yeah, the first day's a write-off. And then the last day when you're leaving, that's a write-off, because all you're doing is I've got my head already thinking about work, right? I'm not even out of bed yet, and I'm already thinking about on the last day. So, yeah, I usually need 4 or 5 days minimum.
Yeah, I'm in my Silverado. I don't know if you've seen my Silverado. Let me put my shoes on. Not that I drive around barefooted. I just took them off while I was talking to you. It's my dually. I love my truck.
Right on.
I don't want to go lock my keys out, so hold on. I'll show you.
TBT, you got it. I'm glad. TBT, good thing. Glad you got it.
Let's see if you can see in the background.
Nice. Oh, you got the fucking dually.
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, black. I got black. I got black dog. I got a black Harley. I got a black.
You need to park the pickup beside the Peterbilt.
I'm sorry?
You need to park the pickup beside the Peterbilt and get a real nice picture of the two of them, like on a 45-degree angle.
Oh, yeah.
That'd look good.
Yeah. In fact, I'll be making a video today. I'll put that as the as the footnote because I got some
Right.
really nice pictures of that.
Right on. Right
So,
on.
yeah, you'll check it out. Check out my video either today or tomorrow. I'll put it up.
First, again, the only person out here that I'm getting notifications on is Cordova. Everybody else, for some reason, I'm not getting, like, I didn't get notification. When you put up your video there where you were cooking there the other morning,
Uh-huh.
I didn't get a notification for that.
I know.
James went live the other day. I didn't get a notification for that. Dar ended up phoning me telling me that James is live. I don't know what's going on.
We'll just blame it on Cordova. He's hogging at everything, you know.
There you go, Juan. Give us a break, Juan.
There's to screw us all
Jesus
up.
Christ.
I love the guy. So cool.
California is being represented in the house. Red Hawk just walked in. Wipe your feet at the door, Red Hawk.
Yeah, I'm making some pretty good friends here. I really like this, you know.
What, the YouTube world?
Yeah, the YouTube world. They never we used to watch just kind of crazy stuff, and then I started seeing some live stuff and some trucker stuff. Like, hey, actually, Mother Trucker Alex, he was one of the first ones that I actually met, and ended up watching his videos.
Right.
Grew. So
yeah,
him.
Nobody really knew, like, even though I was on ET's channel and the channel was growing and it was rather large, I didn't really know about the whole community, like, that we're in, like all the other guys out here, and that they talk to each other, and that everybody was, fairly friendly with each other. And then, of course, all the drama and all the bullshit and mudslinging that goes with it. But I didn't know about any of that until I had my channel and started to poke around and everything. And it's fucking huge. It's huge. Like, I talk to guys. I talk to more other YouTube channels and creators. I probably talk to more of you guys in a day than I talk to my own friends that I used, on a daily basis. It's actually really good. And it's a good source to get information. You got something going on with your truck. You got something going on with the industry. Like, I've learned, like, even though I've been doing this a long time, not as long as you, but I've been doing this a long time. I've learned shit about this industry that I didn't know. I'm watching other guys in their lives and just putting out their content, and I'm going, I didn't have a clue about any of that. I didn't know or ways of thinking that I was thinking with my business and how to do business and whatnot like that. Other guys have shown, well, instead of doing this, maybe tweak that and try this. And you know what? You're saving me thousands, saving me thousands. Who knew?
Yeah, I know. I was always, it's kind of like the DIY. And I'm not talking about DIY, the Adam.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about do-it-yourself system, like a lot of people would tell me, well, just do it yourself, DIY.
Yeah.
So, I typed in DIY, and actually Adam was one of the ones that came out.
Yeah.
But there was all kinds of stuff for woodworking, for mechanics, for flying a plane, for everything. And I'm thinking, this is pretty cool,
Yeah.
And rather than reading that book for dummies, because I'm not a good reader, and I wanted to say something here to the world of trucking. I'm not good at paperwork. I got to do paperwork today. I'm bad at paperwork. And this is why, because I'm dyslexic. When I read a book, I got to read it from the back to the front.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so it's like I always know the end of the story before it starts. but that's the way I am. And, I'm left-handed and right-handed. So, but when it comes to reading, I struggle with that, and,
yeah.
Like right now, things are, I've gotten better at it. I've learned how to read the proper way and everything. Trying to pull teeth out all the time for me.
Yeah, but have you not been able to find that because you know you're dyslexic and whatnot like that,
Yeah.
you can now go to you. I've been able to go to YouTube. Never mind trucking. Like I want to know how to do something with my kitchen sink. I can go to YouTube and figure out. You know, there's a fucking how-to on how to install a kitchen sink and run the pipes properly. YouTube's got just about everything. You
Yeah.
know, not
Yeah,
just trucking. I just happen to I happen to be in the trucking community. But now you can go to YouTube for anything.
yeah. Just yesterday, I was watching a video of tricks of a handyman or something like that,
Yeah,
and there's such common sense. It's like, oh, why didn't I think of that?
yeah.
But when it comes to driving, though, especially as long as we have, there's no shortcut to that. You know,
No,
you you're going to learn the rules of the road. You got to learn them right, and it comes with experience. It doesn't come, with a 6-week training course.
no. You're right. You're
Because
right. I've seen YouTube videos on and there's a couple of good ones out there to help new people like for backing into certain situations.
yeah,
But and this is just my opinion, okay? But when it comes to driving itself, you can't substitute like teaching somebody or putting them behind the wheel and giving them miles and hours driven. You can't substitute that. And
yeah,
there's some people, and we've all seen them, that are out here doing this that you really think this guy or girl or whoever, they shouldn't be doing this. This isn't for them. This isn't the career. This isn't the job. But there's no substitute for experience. You know,
yeah,
driving for 6 months, everybody's nervous. After the first year, you get a feel for it. Within the first 4 to 5 years, then you're comfortable in just about every situation that you're going to be in. And then once you pass the 5-year mark, you're okay.
yeah,
But you need, I think, and again, it's just my opinion. I think the first 5 years of a driver's life or of his career are the most important and most crucial.
yeah.
And you can't teach it out of a book. It can't be taught out of a book or a YouTube channel or something like that.
I want to work on I've been trying to put together a video on backing up, because a lot of times I'll be at a truck stop, just sitting in my truck, like everybody else, all the other truck drivers, and some guy will come in and he's having a hell of a time backing up. I was doing that one time, and I went up and I asked him, "Do you want me to help you back up?" He said, "Sure." So I'm helping him, but I'm in front of the truck.
Right.
Oh, and I'm watching, I'm going from both sides, so I'm watching him. And okay, I'm telling him how to steer, tell him exactly what he's doing and how to move the trailer over, by
Yeah.
going. Along comes this other guy. He comes in, just barges, starts telling him what the hell to do,
Yeah.
and just totally screwed that guy up, totally ignored me because I guess I'm a girl out there. And, I'm just like, what the heck is he doing? And now the driver's listening to this other guy.
Yeah.
Just directions from two people that are telling him two different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each have our own different kind of
Well,
put something in there. You know what I mean?
the way you do it and the way I do it are probably similar, but everybody's got their own niche,
Exactly.
right? They've got their own style or their own way. What certain things that I look for and I in my mirrors or whatever, you might do a little bit differently. But at the end result is you get your trailer parked the way it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And I asked him, because me and that other guy started to argue. And so I asked the driver, I told him, well, who do you want to back up, me or him? Because I wasn't going to waste my time.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
And
what I'm gonna do.
that other guy, he says, you. So I says, all right, then. I told that guy, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
Get out of the way. You're going to wreck something here.
Right.
He
You
didn't
know what
like,
I've got? Is I just bought it. I bought a drone, and we got a good one, like one of the good ones.
So what I'm going to do is I can take that drone and put it up above the truck, pointing straight down.
I would love that.
Right. And then I'm just going to put myself in different positions, you know, backing in. Right. And I can talk the whole time that the drone is recording and everything like that. So I'm going to do a couple of videos like that. I'm going to do one for just standard backing in, another one for the hard angle when you've got, you know, trucks lined up, you know, when you're in the tight spots and the nose of your, especially with you, Dottie, you got that long nose on, that long nose Pete, when you're trying to swing that nose around and you're in a tight spot and the trucks are already parked off your nose. So I'm going to put my truck into a whole bunch of different positions, blind side, all that kind of shit. Yeah. And I'm just going to leave the drone up there and I'm just going to throw that out and see how it goes. Hold on a sec. Go truck yourself. Appreciate that, bro. That is awesome. Appreciate that, man. Take a look through, tell Dar what you want and we'll hook that up. So we're going to do that with the drone. I think drones are awesome. Now I got to learn how to operate it. That's the only reason I haven't done anything. We got it last week. It's still sitting in the dude. No, you need a fucking license to fly these things.
Oh my goodness, I mean, like, okay. Pause right there. Let me say something. You're on to something really big, because if you can kind of set your own brand on it, okay? Let's heat the iron and brand it down, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, wheel burner. I was going to say big wheel because Cordova called it big wheel one time. But anyway, wheel burner, you know, operations or something.
Yeah.
You can have, and this is just for like a short little video or something.
Yeah.
You can brand it for a learning process. You can, this is what, I mean, it's just my suggestion. You can brand it with you in the truck, Dar sitting next to you operating the drone.
Yeah.
You narrating it. You guys are going to see exactly what's going on. And
yeah.
Throw that video down in one of your podcasts and videos and websites and mark it down as a learning process.
My problem with teaching people is my communication, right? I can communicate. I can communicate with people, but it's not always the best way of doing it. So, but what you're talking about is something that we're kind of looking at. Once we've got the drone and once I know how to use it, because I can program that thing to go up and we don't have to touch the controls on the drone. We can have it hover and we can program it to do certain things and certain angles without touching it. You can pre-program it to do all that. So
I gotta give me one of those.
You know what? It's the coolest thing. The guy I bought it off of, he brought it over to the house. Garbage truck just pulled up. He brought it over to the house, and I was flying it around, and like you can go for like 2 miles. It'll go for like 2 miles. It's out of sight, so it's actually really, really cool. So I'm actually looking forward to trying this out. And seeing
put a grenade on there, all right?
What's that?
Just don't put a grenade on there.
No. Well, Darlene's more worried that I'm going to be flying it around looking in all the neighbors' windows, right? So I'm going to be the wheel burner peeping Tom. So we're gonna check it. We're gonna try it out. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I know there's a couple of things that I want to do with it. And we'll see how far it goes from there.
Yeah.
I've seen there's a couple other trucking channels.
You're on it. Keep on it.
That I've seen with the drones and they use them. So what the fuck? I got it. I might as well use it, right? So
hell yeah.
Give it a try.
But anyway, that's a suggestion that, you know, from me to you. I'm an artist. I'm a creator. I always look for opportunities how to get myself better. And, you know, like I said, you got it down. You just got to put all the pieces together and, you know, make your own little, what do you call it? Section, your own little page of, because they're going to take, these younger drivers do listen to some of these videos, and I know you claim you're the best. I claim I'm the best. I claim I'm better than you, you know. But well, all jokes aside, though,
Yeah.
we're both experienced. We've been there. We've done that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Absolutely.
and we know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
And this ain't no joke. It's, you know, it's serious stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I agree. I absolutely agree. I agree.
yeah,
Like I said, I'm just gonna fuck with it. I'm not gonna do anything serious with it for the first little while till I figure it out. But what the hell?
right on. I envy you. Heck yeah.
Hey Patrick, how the hell are you? And where have you been, brother? We have not seen you in ages. Nevada filled his drone. Lost your SD card. Oh, he lost the reader.
How's everybody doing in there anyway? I can't see the comments or anything, but I'm just seeing what you post up. But
You know what?
everybody,
I
hi,
don't know
don't
what I don't know what it is, but every time I go into somebody else's live or into somebody else's StreamYard, I can't see the comments,
I know, that's how I am.
and I don't know why. I don't know why.
That's how, I guess that's the way YouTube has it set up.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm thinking because I only have a few subs, but you know, maybe I'm not privileged for that or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's for all of us.
Yeah.
TBT, from a new steering wheel holder, there are quite a few videos for backing out there. The downside is that new drivers are intimidated to back inside a truck stop due to the onlooker. And TBT, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. How many times do you pull into a truck stop and, you know, it's 6 o'clock at night, everybody's parked. There's one spot available over there, and there's 12 guys all sitting there, because I do it. I back into my spot. First thing I do is I grab my phone. I sit there in my driver's seat for a while, right? So, and then you come in, and even for me, if I come in and I try to back in and there's one spot, you know, there's 12 guys sitting there looking at you. You know, there's 12 guys sitting there looking at you. And it does, for the new guy, it's intimidating. It is intimidating. Myself, I don't give a shit. You want to sit there and watch me? Go ahead and fucking watch me.
Especially when you got a blind side.
Yeah. Well, there's blindsiding is tough. You know, new guys, I suggest you learn to get it in straight, the right way first before you try farting around with blindsiding. But you know, it can be done.
Yeah.
Can you blindside that Pete?
Well, let me put it this way. When I was driving a reefer for 8 years out of Carson, California, the warehouse, we had to come in from like the west side of the building and drive east, so that you're going around this way.
Yeah.
Blind side back into the dock.
Right.
And I did that for 8 years.
Yeah.
That was a 53-foot reefer with Kenworth with the studio sleeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was long.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it was a T660 back then. And it was like brand new trucks and stuff. So yeah, I got 8 years experience of blindsiding. So
yeah. Yeah. I cheat
about it, but
I cheat my ass off when to blindside. Every single truck I've ever owned, I've always had bunk windows, right, on the sleeper.
Yeah, you always got to use that.
So I just, you know, if I got a blindside, I'll pull the curtain off, right, and I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm looking out that window back there, and then I just keep my finger on the mirror. So I just tilt the mirror as I'm going around. I'm moving the mirror and looking in that window at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you blindside it in, and everybody's going, "Oh man, you're really good at that." No, man, I'm cheating my ass off. Are you?
Yeah, if you set it up perfect, so you
yeah,
your wheels out of that window, you're right in there.
Yeah,
but
I do it all. I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
I don't like the blind side because it's a risk. You know, if screwing something up, then you got to pay for it.
Well, that's the last thing, especially even a new guy or any of us. The last thing you want to do is clip somebody else's truck, right? Like last thing you want to do is be damaging somebody else's equipment. I don't know about you, but how many times have you been sitting there and you're parked and the guy backing in beside you on the passenger side, say he's come backing in beside you,
and you're sitting there like this in your seat looking at the corner of your truck because and you got one hand on the horn, the other one on the air horn, and you're ready to reach for that mic, right?
Yeah.
I've done it thousands of fucking times. It's like, man, you're getting a little close over there. So
One thing I've always said was, if like when you're backing up, especially blindsiding, do more of it. Do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Keep doing it until you get good at it.
Yeah.
Because that way you're not afraid of it anymore.
Yeah. You're absolutely.
And the best thing to do is with an empty parking lot. Just use
Yeah.
the guides. That's
Yeah.
That's my advice for the younger drivers that started.
Nevada's
And
absolutely
one guy
right.
I helped out in what was it? I was just out of Portland. What is that? Troutdale or something like that. And I was over there. It's just east of Portland on 84. And this one guy, he had just started a week. He looked like a truck driver, right? He looked like he'd
Yeah.
been in that truck for 10 years. But I see he's struggling like heck. So I went up and asked him, you need some help? And he was almost in tears. I mean, his eyes were red.
Yeah.
He was shaking. And I told him, you all right? And he says, I'm just trying to back this thing up. Because he had just started. It was his first run out.
Right.
And I thought to myself, wow, there's some really rookies out here that are just fresh, fresh out of just been hatched. And so, yeah, I helped him out and everything. And believe it or not, we had to stop a few other trucks that were just coming in and cutting them off. But
yeah.
that's how it goes. The other truck drivers, they'd come in, they get all pissed off. But like, hey, we got to give the new generation, we got to keep it going.
Sure.
We got to keep it going because that's the way I see it,
Yeah. Well, when it comes to backing, Nevada's got it absolutely 100% right. Setup is key for backing. Number one rule is get yourself properly set up. I think the only problem with that is that people haven't been shown properly how to get themselves set up, right? They just come wheeling into the truck stop and do this. And then next thing you know, they've got themselves either jackknifed or they've got themselves turned around. It's like, get yourself, and it's particular to the truck as well. Like you've got a long nose Peterbilt. You set yourself up differently than I do with a Cascadia, right? I don't, because I've got a turning radius that's much faster and much better than yours, right? So I set myself up differently than you do. Nevada, he's like you. He's got a long nose Pete, so he has to set himself up differently than somebody with a Volvo. Or it's how you get yourself set up, though. I think Nevada's absolutely right with that.
Yeah. I think the Volvos probably have the best turning radius that I've ever driven. Jeez, you could turn on a dime with those things.
Yeah, well, those I had before I had the Freightliner. I had a Volvo. Loved it. I could spin that thing around. You couldn't put it in a bad position. It could almost drive itself out of any bad position. That's the one thing I like. And I'm finding with these Cascadias, the new ones. Well, mine's not new. It's a 2020. But it's still fairly new, and they're pretty close. I don't think they're as good as the Volvos, but they're pretty good. Like I put this thing in a bad position, and the truck almost asks me, "Are you sure you want to do this?" So Fate Trucking, you're late to the party, but we appreciate it. You're accepted. Appreciate that, bro. There's another channel, boys, ladies and gentlemen. There's another channel. Up and coming.
I got a question. Do you have your truck named?
Do I have my truck? I've named every single truck I've ever owned. Yes.
What's the name?
Felicia.
Felicia?
Felicia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My Volvo.
Mine is Trigger.
I named my truck after the name of the first letter of the name. So, but Freightliner is Felicia. Volvo was Voluptuous because she was a big ass bitch. Yeah, so it got a little tough because I've owned 3 Kenworths and 1 Peterbilt, right? So I think my next truck, I'm gonna have to come up with something new. But yeah, is your truck named?
Yeah, Trigger.
What's its name?
Trigger.
Trigger?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah,
right on.
I did
Anybody
one
else?
of my
Hey, there's a
videos,
good
I did
question.
a
Anybody else
cartoon of
out
it.
there name their trucks? What do you guys? What do you guys? Tolga, is your truck named? TBT. Did you name your truck? Oh, TB. I don't think TBT. Did you guys buy your truck? I'm not 100% sure. If you guys got a name, throw your names up. I want to know what you're naming your trucks.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see, Cindy Clitoris or something like that. Like, give us a real name. 21. Awesome. You know what, bro? We will do that. We're going to be stopping for lunch today on the way up in Sylvan Lake. 21 just paid for lunch, Dar. Appreciate that, brother. You the man.
Hey, I better get going. I got some paperwork to do, and I'm not gonna be on my truck, my ranch.
All right.
But I'll be making a video for you guys and everything, and today or tomorrow.
Right on. We'll be looking for it.
All right. Tell everybody hi. Name your truck, and there you go.
Right
and,
on.
Yeah. One last thing here. If that's a rough sketch on that cartoon,
Yeah.
if you want some changes on it, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a T-shirt. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Well, okay. This is what I was going to ask you. As long as I've got you here, is it okay with you? Because it's still even though you emailed it to me, it's still technically your picture. Are you good if I take that picture? Because we've got the shirts that have, like the wheel burner front, like that. Yeah. But we're also going to start offering, like for the back, right?
Yeah.
We're going to start putting pictures on the back. Are you okay, Dottie, if I use that picture that you sent me and put it on the back of one of the shirts?
Sure.
I need your permission, sweetheart. It's your picture.
Well, like I was saying, that's a rough.
Yeah.
That's something I can do. That's my talent that I have. If you want something or any of the other, everybody's looking on there, because I can't see no comments or nothing.
Right.
Anybody else, you guys want some designs, let me know. Right.
Right on.
I'm going to do probably the first maybe 20 of them for free. I'm not charging anybody anything. Right.
But don't ever say that. Are you crazy? Don't ever say I'm not charging people.
Like the first 20, it's promotion, promotion.
Yeah, I hear you.
But if you want something changed on that picture, if you don't like the way this or that, don't be afraid to tell me. Let me know what you want. If you don't like the way he's holding the sign, I was going to change that.
Yeah.
Where you're holding a flag instead, or
no, you know what? I'll go through it again and take another look at it.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of like it just the way it is. I'm looking at it right now. It's like, yeah, that's real. That rocks. I'll take that all day long. So, but if it's okay with you, I'm going to scan that.
To draw. So.
Okay, well, if it's okay with you, I'm going to scan it and put it in our thing and put it on the shirts. You good with that?
Have at it.
Okay, thanks, Dottie. Appreciate that.
That's what I was going to do for you. But I thought, okay, I need one of Dar too. I haven't seen Dar. I don't know what she looks like.
Well, Dar doesn't get on the camera very often, right? Yeah. She doesn't. She's the girl that does all the hard work. I get the easy job to stand here and look at you. So she does all the hard work.
Well, yeah. Email me a picture of Dar so I can, Yeah, okay. I'm promoting myself. I'm in the stages. That's going to be coming up for the next 3 months. Yeah. I'm working on one right now of Snorlord, and because he has a nice long beard.
Yeah, I love that guy. I love that guy.
And there's going to be more of a bunch of you guys, so.
Right on.
Just pop out so I can know what you guys look like. So, and that's another thing. If people would do that, right?
Yeah.
I can easily take a snapshot with my phone because, okay, they get on your live. Like say, well, I know what Cortez looks like. All right, he got lives. But if, like, say, let me see. Let me think of some of the names here. I'm lost for words. Like some of the names that don't come on your show, right?
Yeah.
That's like an incentive for them to come on your show. I could take a picture. I'll draw a cartoon of you guys for the first 20 of them, all right?
Right on.
Right now, you're number one. Snorlord's number 2. And
Cool.
I got 18 more to go. So
Right on.
I got 18 more illustrations of free drawings. Pop yourself up there.
Cool.
You guys, whoever you're looking at, get on Will Burner, get on some of the other guys, and say hi to me if anything. And
Okay.
all right, we just gotta help each other. That's what I'm
Absolutely. Absolutely. If
get
we
at.
can get you hooked up and get you busy and get you drawing and you can start making a few bucks at it. Why the hell not? Absolutely, Dottie.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
We'll see you later. Have at it. Do anything you want with it. But uh, another thing is, I didn't sign my name on there because it's a rough sketch.
That's fine.
So I'll sign another one where I'll send you another one where I got my name on there.
That's fine. Absolutely. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
We'll see you later.
All right. See you later, man.
Bye-bye.
Later. So there you go, boys. If you want to get up on the screen, Dottie will snapshot it for you, and she can do a cartoon of you. If you guys got anybody that's got channels, and you wanna get a cartoon of yourself, Dottie can do that. So anyway, I got to go back here quick because I noticed the guys are throwing shit up here. So what do we got? 905, 279 Canadian to Nomad. Thanks, brother. Organized Chaos, new member. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. That is awesome. Really do appreciate that. Nevada. James needs one. James already has a really good cartoon. If you look at James' best is little, what do you call those, icons or whatever those fuck you call those. James already has a really good one with him. Basically, it's his head with the cigar. So I like that one. TBT, you look like James' best brother. You have to draw him twice. Hey, you guys want cartoons? Looks like Edgewood Transport 60 or Edgewood. What is it? Edgewood 66 Transport is your girl. She'll do them because, like I said, I'll throw it. I'll just show you quickly again. That's what she threw together. That's not a bad little cartoon. And she said that takes less than an hour. So that's not bad at all. It's a good job. Good job, Dottie. I love that. So we didn't go back. I didn't. If any of you guys threw your truck names up, I didn't go. I saw a couple of them. Betty White. So actually, what was I saying? I was talking about that. Grand Wizard named his Suburban Karen because it nags a lot. Yeah. I'm not touching that, bro. Forget it. But Fate Trucking's got his channel up and operating. He's had it for a while now. But you guys, if anybody else wants to check that, that's another one. Go check out Fate Trucking. Been following him and just kind of popping in and out. He goes live once in a while when he's got an hour, half hour, whatever. He does some and he usually brings in, like the last one I saw, I can't remember who you brought in there, bro, but you brought somebody in. Good conversation. You were talking about trucking. You were talking about home time rates, shit like that. Love that. Love that. Yeah, gun term it was, eh? That's not bad. She said it took her an hour to draw that up. Hey, my truck's name, Nevada. My truck's name is Dorothy. And when we get a trailer, we plan to name it Todo. That's actually really good. Todo. Not bad. Edgewood. Oh, you're welcome. Dottie, you're welcome anytime. Kisses back at you, babe. White Shadow, TBT named his White Shadow. I don't know. I've always named my truck after the first letter of whatever the brand is. So, I don't know. It's just weird. I'm kind of weird that way, I guess. I don't know what you want to call that. So, hold on a second. You guys play amongst yourselves for a second. I'm just going to grab a drink.
The first one always kicks me in the ass. The second one's good. Oh. My sister-in-law made coffee, and I don't drink strong coffee. Like some people, like Dar loves coffee strong. All the kids in the house love coffee strong, but I don't. Like I drink Tim Hortons coffee, right? So I'm not a big coffee, like strong coffee drinker. But the first one I had to choke it down. The second one, after you get to 2 or 3 into you, they're not bad. Rand McTrucker, what's going on, brother? Hey, what's up? Well, we are up. Dar loves the coffee here. Mr. B's early week this week. Yeah, well, truck. I'm out in Alberta. I'm out in Calgary. I'm at my brother's place. It's his birthday, so we came out to surprise him for the weekend. He didn't know we were coming. Yeah, I know who you are, Randall. So I put the truck into the shop to get the fuel lines fixed, and they fixed them. So while I was off, I might as well get the truck done. So, damn good day. That's what she said. Everybody's got to be a fucking comedian, eh? Everybody's got to be a comedian. Well, I'm just gonna throw the link up here one more time if anybody wants to throw in. What did I do? No, maybe I'm not throwing the link up. Maybe Dar can throw the link up. I pooched something. I had it so I could save it. It's not. I pooched it. Sorry. Dar, I'll have to throw it up if she can do it from where she's at. She's upstairs in the bathroom. Yeah, Mr. B's, it's his 50th. My little brother turned 50. Not bad. I'm surprised. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised I let him live this long. I really am. He's actually lucky that I let him live this long, being the little brother. Let's see if I can throw this. Truckers Anonymous, good morning. Tolga, appreciate that. Thank you. Tolga threw the link up. I'm just going to run this out another 10 minutes or so. If you guys, anybody's got anything else they want to say, anybody wants to jump in and just talk about anything, throw it up. Why not? Appreciate that, Tolga. Funny how you're probably rolling down the road right now, or you're working, and you can manage to do it. And I'm standing in a garage drinking coffee, and I can't figure it out. I wish I could go back to being 50 again. Oh, Mr. B's, I'm only 52, so it's not too far off. I'll be 53 next month. So, oh, Jesus, Randall, turn the hat around. Jesus Christ.
Well, then you can't see my face.
That's what I mean. Leave the hat the way it is. How you doing, bro?
Pretty good.
Where you at? You at home?
Yeah, I'm at home. Go to an auction here in about an hour.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I just went out of the house. If they have anything good, I'll buy it. I don't know.
Now leave your wallet at home, dude. You don't never go to an auction not planning on buying anything and take your wallet, because you're gonna come home with something you don't need.
I'm gonna take 150 cash, and that's all I'm gonna spend. No more than that.
Well, what kind of auction are you going to?
It's an estate, so it's mostly like furniture and shit. But the old man that died, I guess he's got a lot of collectibles and shit. But I guess I could have went through the catalog and looked at someone said, "Hey, you want to go?" I said, "Sure." I got nothing else to fucking do. So
all right, what the hell? If it gets you out of the house for a few hours,
yeah, maybe I can get a less stupid looking hat. That's why I had it sideways, because I look like Will Smith from the '90s with it.
The fucking beak on that thing. Look at the fucking bill on that thing.
Yeah, I know. Now I have it on to cover my. I'm getting ready to jump in the shower, so I didn't want people. I didn't want all the trolls judging me for my hair. You know.
Oh, for Christ's sake, get over it. Nobody's judging you for your hair.
Well,
Yeah, Tolga, it's an estate auction he's going
yeah.
to. It's an estate auction. So somebody croaked and kicked the bucket, and Randall's going to go buy all their go buy all their shit.
Well,
Although, estate auctions are usually pretty good, depending on who the guy or
yeah.
girl was. You can usually pull something good out of it.
I haven't been to one in a while. I used to do them online, and I used to try to make somewhat of a business out of it. I had one of them. You haven't been to like a flea market, but it's one that you don't actually have to be at. You just like slap labels on it, and there's different booths in there. And then you take it up to like a main cashier or whatever. I had one of them, and I made a mistake one time. I was on an online auction, and I was familiar with this auction house, and so I just went in there and bid on everything, assuming I was only because I did this a couple times before. Normally, them online auctions are, you know, they have a lot of people. Well, I went in there and bid like a couple bucks on everything. And turns out no one else bid on anything, so I won like $700 worth of shit. I had to go rush out and get a new storage unit and everything. It put me in limbo.
Yeah, but how much of that shit were you able to resell?
It took a while with all of it. I mean, I kept some of them myself because that was a lot of cool stuff. One thing that came out of that was really cool was I guess in the 80s Coca-Cola had like a watch vending machine thing or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like I got one of them out of that. I ended up I paid like $20 for that at the auction.
Yeah.
And someone gave me like $200 for it. Well, it was like $180.
Yeah.
They gave me for it. So
there's always that thought when you do it that you're going to stumble across something where the person selling it doesn't realize what they've got.
Yeah.
Right? Like they've got some real old antique watch and they're going, "Oh, just give me $20 for it." And it turns out to be like $5,000 fucking antique watch or something like that. You hear about stories where people flip stuff like that. That's what if I'm ever going to go to an estate auction, that's all I'm looking for. Is I'm looking for like jewelry and stuff like that
I know nothing about that. I don't know how to tell the difference between fake and real.
Well, yeah, obviously the fastest way to tell is take a magnet with you. Take a magnet, touch all the jewelry with a magnet.
Go truck yourself. If there was, I wouldn't be going because you know damn well someone would find out about it.
Go. Is that where you got yours? Go truck yourself. You got yours at that on auction, or were you able to? Yeah, exactly. Highland is exactly right. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Dude, if I can, I like watches, right? Like I like watches. I've got over 20, I think 21, 22 watches.
You're a watch
guy. If I can find, I'm a watch guy. Watches, sunglasses, just shit like that. And if I can find stuff like that at an estate auction and go in and find something that, you know, especially the older timepieces, if you can find something, and again, like I said, they don't realize what it is. Oh, that's just grandpa's old watch. Yeah, well, that fucking watch is worth, you know, $5,000, and you're gonna, oh, I'll give you $20 for it, and they go, yeah. So,
yeah, my grandpa was big into watches, and he tried to get me into it, but I come from that first generation that we always had a fucking, clock in our pocket, you know.
Well, everybody now. We were sitting at the table last night just talking, because my brother saw I'm wearing a watch, right? And he's like, "You actually wear a watch? You still wear a watch?" And I said, "Yeah, I still wear a watch." He goes, "Do you use it, or is it like a fashion statement?" I'm like, "No, I actually still use it. But if you go like the generation before me or after me, say my kids, none of them wear watches. None of them, you know, because they haven't had to, because that's right there, right? It's on their cell phone, right? And every kid I know, including all of my own, have their face, you know, 80% of their day is looking at a cell phone. So How
Well,
many times you say to go walk up to some kid under the age of 30, or just walk up to a person under the age of 30, ask them for the time. First thing they're going to do is going to reach into their pocket, pull out their phone, and go, "Oh, it's 1:30." You know?
Yeah.
They
Well,
don't worry.
to be fair, we're guilty of that too. You know.
I don't.
I know I am.
I don't. I still look at my
Really?
even when
Yeah.
I'm working and if I'm particularly driving, I don't wear a watch while I'm driving. But if I still, if somebody asks me for the time, I'll look at my wrist, even if I don't have a watch on, because that's what I'm accustomed to doing, right? I look at a watch. Most guys don't. I know, funny enough, there's Nevada still wears a watch. Now, I don't know if he wears it because it's functional and he uses it to tell the time, or if he wears it because it's a fashion or whatever. But I've noticed in his videos, he wears a watch. Not a lot of guys wear watches.
I've tried wearing them just, for the looks, but also to tell the time. But I still find myself, I'll go right past the watch, go right into my pocket, grab my phone, look at the time.
Yeah.
So, and it just, what's the point?
Hey, Mr. Bees, have you set a date on that? You want to set a date on that? Just let us all know. We'll all be down. Yeah, Nevada, date and time. He still wears it and uses it. It's functional. Yeah.
Well, hey, man, I just want to hop in and say hi. I'm okay to plop off here. So,
All right, brother. Talk to you later.
Yep.
Anytime. Later, guys. Organized. I want one. I don't have any digital watches. All of my watches are actual timepieces. I don't have an Apple Watch or whatever you call those, but I would like one. Dar's got one, and it is really cool. Like, we can be out for a walk, and she looks at her watch. She gets a text message, and she looks at her watch, and it's kind of cool to have. Do I need it? Not really. Do I need it to measure my blood pressure? Not yet. I don't think. But they're cool to have. I like the look on it. The one Dar has, I think she's got the Apple. It looks good on her. Like, I guess it's kind of fashionable. Yeah, there you go. Brian wants one, but he doesn't really need it because he doesn't move his body. Instead of counting steps, it'll count strokes, Dar. 1, 2, 3. Well, it would only get to 10 anyway, and then we're done. So I lucked out and got a Galaxy Watch for when I got my new S22 Ultra. That's nice. I've been considering a smartwatch. Like I said, you know what, Nevada? I like the older style, like, watches. Like, this one here is an older piece. It's you can't really see it. It's an Armani. Not that I wear fashion, but I didn't buy it for the name. I bought it because I liked the watch itself. And most of my watches are of higher end quality, but I buy a watch because I like the watch itself, the piece. I don't care. I've got some watches that are made, that are cheaper, but I like the way they look, and I like the way they wear. I like the way they sit on my arm, so that's why I buy them. It doesn't have to be a high-end watch for me to buy it. I've got a couple that are, $150, $250 watches, and I've got some that range into well, none of you know where I live, so it's not like you're going to go steal my watches, but I've got some that range into the thousands for watches. When I die, that's what I'm leaving everybody, my watches. Mr. Beast has his set for 4:20. You got your alarm set for 4:20 every day. That's my brother-in-law. Now, yeah, there you go. Dar's not going to wear it again just because me. I think Apple Watches are overcomplicated. They just made mini tables where Galaxy watches are watches with few extras. I don't know if I want the watch because I want it just for the sake of having one, or because it's actually going to do me any good. I say I want an Apple Watch, but I don't need it. I don't need a digital watch. Mr. Bees, I know where you live. Yeah. You don't have to worry about me, man. You break into my place, you got to get past Dar. Fuck, I'm the pushover. You got to get past her.
Right on. Well, I just thought this would be a nice, easy, short one. We've got about an hour and a half in here, and I'm out of shit to say. Anybody else got anything good you want to share? This is the share hour. If you do, great. If you don't, we're going to probably shut this down. Dar's probably just about done in the bathroom. Excuse me, done in the bathroom. So she's probably going to come walking out the door in a minute and go, okay, let's go. Cool. Anyway, thanks guys for hanging out today. Thanks to Organized and a couple other new members. Appreciate that. TBT, thanks for the dough, the lunch money. We appreciate that. Appreciate everything you guys did. Thanks, man. It was a good little. I don't usually go this short, but like I said, I had nothing to do. I'm waiting for Dar to get ready, and I'm just sitting out here. So, what the fuck? I'm curling my hair. Dar's curling her hair. Tolga keeps throwing up the StreamYard. What, you don't want to go? He's gonna keep me here. Where do we get our shirts? I think Dar on Monday will have the setup for that. Kyle, it's Monday. Check in on Monday. I'll be doing another live anyway, but Dar has the store set and everything's all set up and ready to go. There's, I think, 2 little things she needs to tweak. And then there you go, Nevada. Dar just said, I'll be putting the store up when we get back. We'll be back up on Monday. So you guys can pick and choose whatever you want. But just so you guys know, I said it earlier, everybody that did order shirts already through email and all the other ways you guys ordered them, Dar's got them all out. I think they're all probably on their way out to you. So if you've ordered them, they're coming. If you want to order them, wait till Monday. Dar will have it up for you. You can order them there. And with that, man, you know what? I'm just going to bug out of here. Appreciate you guys hanging out for an hour and a half. Good seeing y'all. Thanks, Dottie. Again, you guys want cartoons? Throw your shit up. Dottie will do a cartoon of you. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Nevada, talk to you later. Go truck yourself. Talk to you later. Tolga, thanks for the help, the technical support. Always appreciate that when it comes to me. You know that. All right, guys. We'll see you guys around.